Our next step is to create a version of this that can be imported for um, other programs. And we already have the full scale model here. We can import or export that at full scale whenever we want. But we may want this as it is right here. And we can do that. And it will export at this scale. So it will be a small little version of this. Okay, so let's take a look and see. And there are a few things that we'll have to do as we go along with that. Okay, so the first thing to do is we're going to use the export layout to model. So here I am down on the tab for the layout. I'll right click, export layout to model, and I'll do it right there. And this is my lab demo. And so there we go. And yeah, I'm not sure I'll be able to replace it. And there we go. So now I've just opened it. And there it is. And now it's small. These come out okay. Remember, because we changed the scale factor on it. So these are all okay, 5 feet alike. But if I take a distance, it is 1/4 inch equals a foot. So 9 times 48 is 36 feet in inches. Okay, and that's fine. That's what we want. We want a small version. If we wanted the large version, we'd just take it out of the full scale model. This is something that would be used as a detail or a reference or a non-model component in a BIM or SketchUp or other AutoCAD file. Okay, now it says the scale here already, but that's not as clear as I'd like it to be. I'd like people to know that this model itself is 1/4 inch equals a foot. And I'll tell you, many companies do this. This is not some weird, wild thing. Many companies do this for printing purposes. So they get everything all in one print package at the same size. Okay, I prefer to do that with layouts, but not everybody does that. So this is a good skill to have. What I'm going to do is put a little view title on here that makes it really, really clear. So I'm going to say TP for tool palettes. These are really cool. These are some blocks and items that already exist, and they're really easy to use. So I'm going to do this annotation one. There's tons of them in here, just tons. But I'm going to go to annotation, and I'm going to pull in the imperial title. It is. Now, it may come out way too big. If it does, just scale it. Okay. And now I'm going to put that into place in my drawing somewhere. That looks good. And I'm going to change my view title to be called Model Scale. So they're really clear that this is the model that we're talking about. And my scale factor is 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. So this is just a good good skill to have. TP to get tool palettes. And there's lots of things that you can do. And if you have a model that is drawn to scale and you want to alert the person to what that scale is, you can just use one of these view markers. Okay. And all the rest of this is fine here. And this is very, very typical of what might happen as somebody's getting ready to plot a large set of sheets. They'd pull all these together. Okay. And there, now we've got it in its own new file. Company standard floor plan. And this should now say for export. So let me rename this thing. I'll have to probably close it to rename it. So that would just be a matter of renaming. I'll have to find it in here and rename it. There it is right there. There we go. That is your activity floor plan for export. That's activity 1.2.